I found the one area where there's shade. I'm kind of in like the middle of public, so this is kind of awkward, but hey man, that's kind of why I wanted to start using YouTube to make more videos, to feel more comfortable out in public making videos, and so we're doing it. YouTube, we are back. A perfect morning for a workout. It's early. It's like 7:30, but I got a busy day, so I'm gonna get out there early, knock it out, show you guys more about my gym, my routine, what I do to stay, in shape year round as far as my split goes, what got me started, how I train, everything. So you guys have already seen my setup, of course, but I want to dive in and tell you guys why I switched to more of a full body approach than your typical like push-pull leg bro split that I did throughout my whole 20s. So yeah, the full body split is definitely like the push-pull legs for 30-year-olds. I feel like just a lot more efficient, a lot more, it gets you in shape. You feel like an athlete. When you train full body, you can do it anywhere, with weights, with body weight, in a half hour and 10 minutes. And so it really is the biggest bang for your buck in terms of efficiency and just overall shape. And so and what I do, guys, is I only really use dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells if I use my gym, which I am today. So that's about it. I pretty much grew up on fitness watching guys like Steve Cook and Callum Von Moger and Justin Lovato, who all trained at like Gold's Gym. I would sit in my college apartment and watch videos on YouTube of those guys getting the pump in, with everything machine based. And so that was cool. But then I became a dad, and I realized that getting to the gym 3 or 4 days a week is not really feasible usually. And so I do have my home gym at home, but I've only got dumbbells, and I've got a small area to use for those dumbbells. And so having a mobile gym is probably the best purchase I've ever made, as far as an investment for my business. And so you guys already know the history, like why I bought it initially. So full body approaches with workouts are definitely my style nowadays. I rarely do like a chest workout or chest and back. I do sometimes because I just love that old school bodybuilding style. That's what I grew up on. But I'd say 90% of the time it's me doing full body stuff, so stay tuned. Why I started working out in the first place back when I was 16 years old. I was always a skinny guy growing up. I was always, scrawny, 5'7". I think I was 5'7", 135 in my license photo when I was 16. And so my buddy, my good buddy in high school, Taylor at the time, still a great friend of mine. He was a big guy, a big beefy kid, football player, a lot of muscle, was strong as shit. And so I wanted to be like that. And so I began going to the YMCA with him at 5 in the morning, and that kind of like just got the whole thing going, right? The way I kind of program workouts for myself, I'll always have a 5 to 8 minute warm up. Really just focusing on the legs primarily, posterior chain, because I wake up with a tight back almost every single day. And so once I start getting going, I feel much better, but my back in the morning is super tight. And so for me, it's so important to get the hips stretched out, the low back, just the whole thing. And so it's usually a pretty lengthy warm up. I feel like the older you get, the longer your warm up should be. So that's where I'm at. And then the bulk of my routine is obviously the strength. That takes about 30 to 45 minutes. And I always do some kind of AMRAP or conditioning circuit at the end, just to kind of burn it out and get the heart rate going. So that's the anatomy of a session. So let's go. So as I do this workout, I'll explain why I do things the way I do. And now I'll do push-ups with a deficit. So last set of push-ups here, and I love using bands for these guys just for some extra tension. But the thing with bands is it's kind of tricky because the way it works is you gotta have both sides above the elbows. So here, you don't want to have it like this. All right, both sides above the elbows. That way when you press, the band won't fall on your neck or on your side. And so when you do these, you want it resting like just below your rhomboid muscles. Again, just go slow and way down. 3 seconds, 10 to 12 reps. I'm finding it's very hard to talk and work out at the same time, so I apologize. So now that I did my squats and push-ups, I'll do a strict press while it's still out with dumbbell split squats. So let's go. So unfortunately, I'm having rotator cuff issues, so I cannot press overhead today. Instead, I'm going with an isolated banded fly with a single arm press. So, and then we'll do those presses with split squats for the lower body. With these, have that back foot as close to your heels as you can. So I've done 2 sets of strength oriented things. I did the squats, the push-ups, and then the banded fly to presses with split squats. Now guys, I'll just do one big like 20 to 30 minute AMRAP, probably 3 rounds through, of a side to side slam, the ball, an incline press on that ball, a step up to a dip. So all push muscle groups, pretty much 12 to 20 reps on all. And that will be it. So hope you enjoyed a full workout with the gym on wheels, and we'll see you next time.